Hello all, welcome back to the tutorial of C programming for beginners. Hi, this is Sakti Arun, MTech student from NIT Patna. I'm technically supporting the missile engineer. So far, we are discussing about the various type of an operators. In this lecture, I'm going to explain you guys the other operators in the C. Okay. So far, we have discussed about arithmetic operators, bitwise operators. Okay. So whatever the operators were present apart from those things, I'll be explaining in this lecture video. So the first thing is like a functional call operators. It's basically nothing but whenever we declare any functions, like we even a main function. I have given a simple C program in one of my lecture video. If you are going to that lecture, where we are declaring first int main where the function starts. Okay, where the program actually starts execution. So this actually represents the function call. Okay, so this is a function call. The next is an array subscribed operator, which is nothing but when you declare any variable here. Say I declare variable as integer a. Okay, you can give an array variable. Say I give a length as 5. Then in an set value you can store a 5 value. Okay, if you don't use this array value, then what will happen is you can store only one value, like say a equal to 10. Okay, so this is what happens. It's a array subscript operator. Okay, so the next thing is it's a indirection operator, which means basically this operators is used in the concept of pointers. Okay, so you'll be getting a much more understanding point when I will explain the concept of pointer. Next is on conditional operators. So this conditional operator is nothing but whenever you give any condition, if the condition is true, you try to evaluate on one value to that L value. If it is false, you will be assigning the false expressions. Okay, so I'll be explaining in the in our next slide. The next thing is on comma operators, and then size of operators, and then address of operators. Okay, so these are the other miscellaneous operators whichever I missed to explain briefly with the other operators. Okay, so the next, okay, let me give the conditions operator explanations. The conditional operators, which I explained just before, this is a basic form of a conditional operators. What actually happens is, say if you want to assign a value to an b, okay, but you are giving some conditions, like you have to assign value to b equal to 1 for one condition and 0 for other conditions. Say like if okay, so here what you're trying to do is, let me make it clear so that you'll get understand better. Say I declare variable a and b. Okay, and what I'm doing is I'm assigning the value of a equal to 10. Okay, so in b, if only a is equal to 10, if the a value is 10, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to assign the value b to 1. Okay, otherwise I'll give 0. Instead of giving this as a 1 or 0, you can also evaluate some expressions. Okay, so basically what happens is, if the result is true, then it gives non-zero value. If it is a false, then it will give a result as 0. Okay, so this is what here mentioned. So this expression 1 is nothing but a equal to 10. If it is evaluated, it will be evaluated first, and if the result is non-zero, which means that if it is a true, then expression 2 will be evaluated. Okay, so what I mentioned here is, if the a value is true, then b equal to 1, this 1 will be assigned here. If it is not equal to 10, okay, then what happens is, if the result is 0, then what happens, this condition become false, then it goes to here, the value is 0, so 0 will be assigned to b. Okay, so this is what this is a conditional operators. Okay, the next thing is it's a comma operators. Okay, comma operators basically it differs here, because when we declare an variable, we declare like a comma b. Okay, so in this case the comma operator differs with if you are declaring any functions like int add. Okay, so this add is one of the function where you can give argument to be passed. Okay, you can use a comma b. So here the comma operators differs. Okay, so in this case the comma differs, and in this case the comma differs. Okay, so both case the comma operators basically differs. But when you are trying to assign any variable value, say like I'm declaring one variable like int a I am declaring. So if I want to assign the value to a, I can assign like 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so basically I didn't use any array concept here. So what happens is, in this case the 1 will be assigned to a. Okay, this is like left to right evolution. But in case if I what happens if I use parentheses here, okay, so at that time what will happen is, say if I use parentheses here, 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4, okay, what happens is at this time it will evaluate from right to left. So at the end the value of 4 will be assigned to a, okay. So this is a basic difference with L to R and R to L, okay, which is nothing but from it's from right to left to right evaluation, and right to left evaluation, okay, when the parenthesis sub, even when you're doing sub expressions, like it's like one of the sub expressions, so inside the parenthesis you are evaluating, so at that time you'll be evaluating from right to left, okay. So this last value will be, which is the rightmost value will be assigned to a, okay. So the next thing is size of operator. Basically, the size of operator is used to store the value as an integer type. That's because when you give this form, okay, size of, when you say size, okay, before starting that, let me give an example. Like I am declaring an integer variable, okay, so integer a. So if you say size of, okay, size of this a, then what happens here is this, as this integer is this a variable is an integer. Now in the latest compiler we come to know that the integer store 4 byte of value, okay, like a float. So if you are using double, then its size is 8, okay. So those type of size of an this data type will be written back with the integer type, okay. Maybe it's a 4 or 8, so even 2 also in previous older version of an like when we simulate the size of in the turbo, so you'll be getting the value as value of VAS2, okay. Turbos is another software same like code blocks, okay. So basically here the operand of the size operator is not evaluated, because if I say that, if I give another examples, like we are declaring like int a, okay, and if I say size of a plus plus or okay, so in that case these plus plus operators will not be evaluated, only the this data types is evaluated, okay, and this operand is not evaluated. So that's what mentioned here, the size of an operand the operand is not evaluated, okay. So the next thing is it's an address where operator. Basically, the address operator is to give the address of then any variable value which is stored. Say when I initialize the value a equal to 10, then maybe this 10 will be stored in any of our address. Say like our address is here. It's like 2000, 2001, 2002, 2000, okay, 3, so 2004. If suppose our value of a equal to 10, and this 10 value is stored in 2002, okay. So if you are trying to find the address of you are declaring another variable as b, okay. So in b what you are trying to do is you are going to store the value of an address of the variable a, okay. Address means a equal to value is 10. If I assume b equal to a, what happens here is this a10 a value 10 will be assigned to b, but if I use ampersand in front of this a, then the b value will be assigned with 2002. That's because when you mention ampersand in front here, that represents basically you are storing the address of that variable, okay. So that's what mentioned here. And one more thing, you can basically declare in front of an left side of operand, say like here what I did in front of an operand, in the left side I have declared here, okay. So that's what here you can use ampersand and then operand. This operand also should be a variable, like how I declared a equal to 10, this is one of the variable. So this should be a variable, the operand, okay. Now, whereas in case of a constant, suppose if I want to give an address for like if b equal to ampersand a, which I used in the previous example, but in case if you are trying to use for ampersand 2, then this case failures, okay. So also if any variable is assigned with the register type, then you are not allowed to access the address of that memory, okay. Okay, so far I have given a theoretical explanations of all the four operators, the miscellaneous operators in C. In my next lesson video, I will be explaining with you guys with some of the examples. So it will be giving up you guys with a better understanding of concepts with the operators. Okay, so thank you all for watching this video. If you have any comments or doubts, please post it in the comment section. Thank you all.